Now then, can you all hear me alright? Good. I'll try not to keep you as long as these, but anyway. Firstly, good afternoon to you all. Before I start, I'd just like to thank Ruth and Sam for two fantastic speeches. Both very different, but both fantastic. I'd also like to say to the bridesmaids that you all look absolutely stunning today, so can we all get a bit of a wolf whistle going out there? Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Mark, and I'm very proud and honoured to be stood here today as Sam's best man. Now, the job of a best man is always difficult, especially at the start of the ceremony, when, you know, everyone's coming up to you, are you nervous, have you done your speech? But if there's anyone out there feeling strangely nervous and apprehensive, it's probably because you've just married Sam. Doesn't Nicole look lovely today? Sam, you're a very, very lucky guy. I'm sure you all agree that they both made a lovely couple. So how did they meet? Well, just as Ruth so beautifully put it, I won't make you sing, don't worry. They met at William and Victoria restaurant, where they both worked together. I had a lovely chat with Nicole the other day, and I said, well, what was it that initially drew you to Sam? You know? What made you fancy him? Was it his charisma? Was it his good looks? His charm? And she said, I don't know really. He was just a normal boy who wasn't after anything. He was just Sam. And who'd have thought, 12 years old, we'd all be sat here today. I hope you all enjoyed the service earlier. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Once again, I spoke to Nicole last week and I said, how on earth did you manage to, organise it all? And she said, well, I wanted to just keep it nice and simple. And I think that's what she achieved, starting with the groom. Compatibility. So why is Sam and Nicole so great together? When I mentioned this to Nicole, she said, to be honest, we're complete opposites. He's very messy, I'm a bit OCD on the cleaning, he's sporty, I'm not really into sports. And she said, hang on a minute, there is one thing we do have in common. House music. Now for those of you not familiar with this, house music is generally dance-based music characterised by repetitive beats and rhythms centred around drum machines, offbeat hi-hat cymbals, and synthesised bass line. So in other words, it's like dancing in your living room to the burglar alarm going off. At least we're in for an exciting first dance later, isn't it? The proposal. How did Sam propose? A typical Sam proposal. Bottle of sparkling wine in a Mexican restaurant, solid hotel. He muttered those very special words. Now, Nicole was obviously a little bit taken back at this point, very surprised and speechless. So, a moment of silence passed before Sam intervened and said, well, an answer would be nice. Typical Sam getting impatient after 30 seconds. Now, how must Nicole have felt after 12 years? I do not know. The stag do.
Move on.
Yeah, we're not going to go on the stag do. I've known Sam for about 18 years. And I'd like to think I know him pretty well. Now, for those of you who don't know Sam too well, I did what any best mate would do. I googled him. Not only is Sam a mortgage loan officer at Keystone Mortgages in the South Dakota area of North America, but he's also a head professional at Harrogate Golf Club. Sam and Gary, golf lessons and coaching, bringing you closer to better golf, more fun, and a great community. I had a lovely chat with Gaz the other day over a beer, and I said, as part of my speech, I'd like to, gauge a good feeling on what Sam's like to work with. And he said, well, he's reliable, committed, and very professional. Is that the sort of stuff you're after? I said, well, yes, seriously. He said, well, whenever he actually gets off the phone to Nicole, he goes, yeah. Checking up Nicole, always checking up with him. Now, I first met Sam at secondary school, where I remember he had lovely, shiny blonde hair. He was so pleasant to be around, and he had a great sense of humour. I bet you're all thinking, what happened? We were both very intelligent. We ended up in the same classes together, we shared the same interests of good behaviour, pristine pencil cases, and collecting award stamps for our homework diaries. We used to sit next to each other in class, sign our names hundreds of times at the back of our exercise book, with our new additions from stationery box. I remember Sam's favourite pen being the Uniball Eye Micro in blue. A classic pen it was. Yeah, we were pretty cool at school. Also majorly into sport. Regularly competed on the football pitch and particularly athletics events, which to be honest I usually won. But by playing these sports together, I began to notice one of Sam's main traits. Now, I'm sure for those of you who've played golf with Sam, will all know he's a very, very bad loser. I don't think he answered my calls for a month when Leeds beat Man United 1-0 recently. Excellent, got that one. I remember one 800-metre race, and I'd just been diagnosed diabetic at the time. And I remember leading going into the last 100 metres, and then I was thinking, I can take it easy for a little bit now. But then, from absolutely nowhere, Sam overtook me to win the race. Now, I was absolutely gutted, but I do remember Sam coming up to me after the race and giving me a mouth bath to boost my sugar levels. I mean, what a great mate. Who would do that? Always gracious in victory, just never in defeat. As the majority of you will all probably know, Sam likes to drink. We've had countless nights out together over the years, but one particular occasion stands out for me. And it happened some seven or so years ago. Now myself, Sam, and our old schoolmate Stu decided to go on a lad's holiday to Kos in Greece. That was the place to be at the time. You know, we were dead excited, got there nice and early, only to find out that our flight had been delayed. So to kill the time, like all lads do, we went to the pub. Now 8 pints of Stella later, we stumbled up to the gate, not really looking our best, only to be informed we were too intoxicated to get on the flight. Now, the first thing that came into my head was, what on earth are we going to tell our loved ones back home? And Sam suggested we just said nothing. We needed a 24-hour sobering up period, of which we stayed over in a hotel on that night, got up nice and early to see what our alternatives were. You know, we weren't going to let this minor setback ruin our holiday. So there we were, unfortunately, no immediate flight out to Kos. So there we were, looking down the departure board, Mallorca, Corfu, Ibiza. At this point, I remember turning to Sam and asking, well, where are we going to go? So where did we end up? Blackpool. That's correct. Sam mentioned he'd been on a great lads weekend recently, and you have a cracking 15 quid a night B&B. Now, this was my first lads holiday away, so I expected to be soaking up the rays, checking out the women, you know, enjoying the white sandy beaches of Kos. Not riding donkeys up and down Blackpool Beach. But to be honest, it was absolutely awful. I haven't really blamed anyone for what happened that week. But all in all, we had a great holiday. 1 night at Manchester Airport, 2 in Blackpool, and 3 in Cos. And a big, big stain on our reputations. But looking back, it was a great memory that I'm sure will stay with us both forever. Sam has always been a wonderful mate, not only to me, but to a lot of guys out there, which is testament to what a top man he is. Over the last few years, I feel very lucky and thankful to have such a good friend. We've shared many good times together, and I really do feel privileged to be stood here as your best man. So cheers. I'd also like to wish you both well on your honeymoon, where they should be going to the Lake District for a couple of days to cool off, and Australia. So that's Nicole going to the Lakes and Sam going to Australia. That's about me done. On behalf of the wedding party, I'd like to thank you all for coming today. I know many of you have travelled great distances to be here today, which is testament to the kind of people Sam and Nicole are. I'd also like to personally wish you both well as husband and wife, and your journey together from this day onwards. And I do hope the majority of your ups and downs happen between the sheets. Finally, if you could all kindly join me in wishing the newlyweds all the very best for their future together. And finally, all please stand and raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Sam and Nicole Edison. Cheers.